This pretty much happened exactly the way I thought it would. Usually there's something that throws me for a loop. But this time I pretty much knew all of it, yeah. Dio tried to betray, Clover betrayed back. Temioji betrayed because there's really no reason not to at this point. And then we betrayed each other, so there you go. So you picked betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
Yes, you're quite the crafty one, aren't you, Snake? You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
And I had thought that you wouldn't try to run away. I don't know. You probably have a good reason for it, just like you did last time, but at the same time, good intentions don't always lead to the best result. So, yeah. If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately.
You also said you wouldn't try to get 9 BP in the first place right now, but hey, whatever.
I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
If you're gonna do that, then why bother picking Betray this round? Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
Then you do not trust me.
Not that much, no. I mean, I kinda like you, and I kinda trust you, but things are sketchy right now, so you really can't blame me. Well...
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
Exactly, so you have to earn my trust so that you can stomp all over it. Says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me. What an awkward laugh.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
Exactly. The honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh?
Well, no shit!
You just picked Ally. I'd have 9 BP right now.
That's the whole reason she went into her room, dumbass!
Why on earth would I have done that? There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Plus, if you did choose Ally, she would get to 9 BP. There was really no reason to pick Ally there.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose Betray? Well, why wouldn't he?
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off.
Yeah.
No risk of a penalty for her now.
Mm-hmm.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Yup. If we can find him, he could get out.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Indeed.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Ah, you shush your face, Temioji. Whoa, whoa. Nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
What I'm thinking is, would you really want, like, Quark to leave alone? If you really are Junpei, you'd want at least Clover to get out with him. So, yeah.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
I highly doubt we're actually going to be doing this round. Probably something's going to happen and we're going to die this time.
Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times we want, huh? Then that means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right?
So it would seem.
Alright, well, where do we find them? Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
So it would seem.
Oh? You found them already?
Yes, the white ones. You haven't? Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the Floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh?
Indeed, which means we have set pairings.
Maybe that's where Quark went.
Possibly.
The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes until that happens. Oh shit, what's going to happen in the meantime?
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Indeed, so what are our bracelets now?
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yup. Yeah. Looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo. Alright.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
So am I with you? No, magenta is a mix of red and blue, isn't it? I'm gonna be with the person who's a mix of red and green, which would be yellow.
As am I.
Okay.
You and me, huh?
It would seem.
Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
Everybody hates Dio.
What color are you?
I'm a green solo.
Oh, that's right, because green is paired with magenta in this white door. Shit.
What's with the sign?
Forget about it.
Because magenta's gonna have to be with green. What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
Okay, he's a cyan pair. I'm not with him either. Am I gonna be with 2 dead people? Maybe I'll be with Alice and Luna. That would be crazy.
I'm a cyan pear too.
Wow! Okay, they're paired up. That's interesting. I wonder if they're gonna have a conversation about stuff. About the good old times. So that leaves Quark and the 2 dead chicks. The question is Quark on my team the missing person, or is it 2 dead chicks on my team?
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well.
Oh shit! I have to do it all alone? I'm in a group with 2 dead people. Oh my gosh. I know what I'm betraying.
Both of them are yellow pairs.
Then what color is Quark? He would have to be a red solo.
He's a red solo.
Indeed.
In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
Indeed. But solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan.
Exactly.
Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the Floor B warehouse when the doors open, right?
Exactly.
I'll be taking off then.
Well, good for you. Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here.
Yeah, you don't really like us, and we don't like you either. Feelings mutual.
Hanging out with a murderer? Doesn't sound like a good time to me.
Especially if you are the murderer! Maybe? Or would that be too obvious? I don't know.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
That would be perfect. Let's see him get killed.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Oh, I love it. Everybody hates him.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
There's a good chance. The only thing pointing to your innocence is the fact that would be a little obvious.
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
Truth.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us.
Well, just based on what Zero Jr. told us. We don't know that for a fact.
and there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Quite possibly. Although, in the original 999, the killer was not Zero, but hey. Then, why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
Another person? No, I'm saying one of us could be Zero and somebody else could be the killer. It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer. Although, when you think about it that way, there is the woman that we found that shouldn't have been part of the game, so I suppose that does lead to the possibility there are more people. Maybe.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
But let's not split up into solo pairs. Actually, yeah, let's not be solos, because then somebody could kill us. If we were pairs, that would be a bit safer, but then our partner could kill us. But then everybody would know, so probably pairs is the safest way, because going in groups of 3 would not cover much ground.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
Exactly. Somebody's smart. She should have suggested that the first time. How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay.
You find him the most suspicious, I guess. And he's been saying that since the very beginning. Your amnesia act is bullshit, he's been saying, so I guess that's logical.
If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
Well, then it would be obvious that it was him, but fair point, I guess. I don't want to be with Dio, though. Anybody but Dio I'll go with.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I think a lot of people are thinking that.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Nobody wants to be with Dio. Please don't leave me with Dio. Please don't.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
Yep, she's the one who's gonna bite the bullet for everybody else. And then he's gonna be like, what? Don't act like I'm some kind of last place prize.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway.
Indeed.
No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Aha! Maybe this is gonna lead to the K ending. And picking Ally would lead to the game over? Maybe? Maybe I did a smart move? Oh yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
Oh, and that would leave Clover with Tenmyoji. They're gonna have some bonding time. No, it's okay. I'm good with going with you. No, I guess you're okay. I would have preferred some Clover sexy time, though.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Bet Junpei's pretty happy about that.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
Go for it.
Alright, Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
Sure. That leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
Sayonara, bye-bye. And this might be the last time I see you in this pathway. I might end up dying. Maybe. Don't know. I'd be very surprised if I actually went through this round completely alone. Maybe, though. That was a lot of blinking. Infirmary! Is Quark here, maybe? I don't know. There's no one in the infirmary. Even the old woman? She should be here, right? No Quark and no killer, at least, as far as I can see. What about the old woman?
Well, there is someone here.
Oh, okay, she is here? Good. I was about to say, what happened?
Technically, at least. The old woman.
Indeed. Oh, yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist. Oh shit, are we gonna get a development? Finally! Oh my gosh, we've known about her death throughout all these pathways, even when we originally went with Temioji, and we've never learned anything about it. Finally, are we getting some stuff on this? Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
That is interesting. Like she might have had a bracelet on when it was done to her? What would that mean, though? Would that mean that she was originally going to be a participant? Participant? Maybe? Maybe. Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist.
Like a bracelet.
A watch, perhaps.
Or a watch, I guess. A watch?
Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed.
Quite possibly, I guess.
That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
Or a bracelet, like the ones we have. A watch, huh? I don't know, it just looks like it was kinda wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Maybe. Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some— A bracelet! Dun dun dun! Of course! That does beg the question, though. Does that mean there were originally going to be 10 players? Or maybe she was going to be one of the 9 players, but she got killed, so she had to be replaced by somebody else? Or originally Zero wasn't going to be part of the game, but decided to kill her and said, fuck it, I'll be part of the game? And took her place? Maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Probably. Why didn't I see it sooner? I saw it right away, bitch. This is the same size and shape as our bracelets! Look, look, it's exactly the same width!
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a good possibility.
This old woman, a player in the Nonary game.
Though that does beg the question, if the Nonary game was originally... The Nonary game is supposed to be 9 participants, that's why I'm saying maybe somebody replaced her. But there's also another possibility. I remember in the first 999 game, there's supposed to be 9 participants, but 2 of them were 0. That would be Santa and Akane, or I guess I should say Aoi and June, or I guess I should say Aoi and Akane, or I could say Santa and June. Whatever. The point is, there were those 2, but that would mean there were 7 players. However, there were 2 other people in the game that weren't really part of the game, but they were in the game, so that made it kind of like there was 9 people, and they both also had bracelets. Although 7 was supposed to be in on it to some degree, and Snake also had to be in on it, even though the game said he didn't. He did, but whatever. I've already been there and done that. So it could be the same thing here, that there's 10 players, and one of them was 0, so maybe. Okay? Is something wrong? Memories, maybe?
Oh, no. Nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet?
That is a good point. Maybe you have it! You'd be the most likely suspect, I guess? I don't know.
We were quite thorough during our earlier search.
Oh, here's a theory. Maybe you're like Zero's assistant or something. And Zero's like, shit, we need somebody to take her place. I'm gonna give you amnesia. Somehow. Maybe? I don't know.
But I know that I saw nothing. And none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Mm-hmm. Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They've probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
If that was the case, somebody could get through one of the doors with just one other person. No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Wait, yeah, that's a good point. It has to be exactly 3. It can't be more than 3. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
Imposter? Oh, possibly. What are you saying? they weren't originally part of the Nora game. They killed her, took the bracelet, and then became part of it, maybe?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet.
Exactly. That would make sense.
In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still.
Or maybe it's already come off. Maybe it's one of the ones we have now.
Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes.
The question is, why would they knowingly put that thing on? Unless they're immune to it because they're a robot from the future? Maybe? I don't know. I just keep bringing that up because we still haven't gotten closure on what Luna was telling us about. Which means it could be either me, Phi, or Luna if I'm right about who the robots from the future are. I keep saying robots from the future, but isn't it time-traveling robot? I don't know. I'm getting them mixed up. I shouldn't say robots from the future. I don't know they're from the future, but they're time travelers. So they could be from the future, but they're not the same thing. And you're telling me they're probably wearing it.
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us?
That is?
Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it.
Oh, here's a theory. What if it was never on the whole time? Like, what if they killed the woman, put it on their hand, but didn't really put it on, only like faked it being on, and they could like take it off at any time? If that was the case, they wouldn't even need to be able to fake death with the injection gun. All they would have to do is, if anybody reached 9, they could leave at any time. So they wouldn't even need to go into the treatment center. That would kind of defeat the purpose of the injection gun, though. Meh. Why?
So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant.
Yep.
For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were.
That makes me think it's not Dio. Like, almost certainly not Dio. Because Dio is willing to do crazy shit to get out of this game. Like, he doesn't care who dies if he just gets to leave. I don't think he would willingly be part of a game that he wanted so desperately to get out of. So, it's probably not him. Like, he's the least likely suspect, I think.
To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would somebody do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here.
Indeed.
But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
This is very intriguing. I really want to know now. For a while, honestly, I've been kind of, like, out of this game's mojo, if that's a thing I can say that makes sense to people. Like, there have been mysteries. I mean, I'm intrigued about the robots, the time-traveling robots or whatever. I'm intrigued about other things, too. But there hasn't been a real super mystery that's really hooked me in yet. But this might be it. Like, somebody's in the game that wasn't supposed to be. That is... I mean, there have been mysteries, and I'm curious to see how they resolve, but this, to me, is, like, probably the biggest thing yet. That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
What? Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, when the bracelet the killer stole should have been blood on it. Oh, good point, unless they washed it off.
Right.
Oh, but I could have luminol! Because I have... Yeah! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Be smart, Sigma. Be smart. You have luminol. Or at least you could get luminol if you wanted. Even if you left it there, you could get it from the thing. You'll have the luminol, and then you'll spray it on everybody's bracelet, and you'll be able to figure out who killed her. Holy shit! Oh my gosh, it can't be that simple. Somebody's gonna kill me, or Sigma's gonna be stupid and not realize it. But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off.
But there'd still be traces. Luminol. Holy shit, luminol, 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 luminol.
Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So, you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
The luminol! Dude, we found luminol! Just spray everybody's bracelet. Yes! Yes! He's smart! Sigma's actually being smart! Although, funny story, because I reset the game to go back from easy to hard mode, I never actually found this luminol, but let's pretend that didn't exist. Also, actually, now that I think about it, Sigma remembers things from different pathways sometimes, so it's not that weird to think that he remembers this. Anyways, okay. I know how we can identify the killer! Holy shit, this is great, this is amazing.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol! It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left. This is too easy. Something's gonna stop us. Somebody's gonna kill us. There will be a cliffhanger.
Aha, I see. That could very well work.
Yes!
We should have everyone gather in the rec room then.
Yes. I'm excited, but I should probably stop now. This is probably a good place to stop it anyways. I have to stop because soon my recording will be interrupted, but I should also stopping here might be good for a cliffhanger anyways. If they go any further, I might not want to stop. So I'm going to stop here. I'll see you guys next time. And oh my gosh, what's going to happen? There's got to be a cliffhanger. There's no way they're going to let us find out this easily. Okay, bye guys. Outro phrases. Whatever, bye.